Okay, hello, this is Wmpyr. I apologize for the last video. That was the wrong video. It was for my Japanese YouTube channel. So I was on the topic of double sticks, and I wanted to talk about the difference between free flow and shadowboxing. So free flow is basically, you're going to be doing stuff like this. Boom, boom, and this kind of stuff, okay? And shadowboxing is different because free flow is almost like meditation in motion. It can be relaxing, you could be real smooth, and the focus, of course, is to flow. Shadowboxing, on the other hand, is more about combat application, getting closer towards realistic applications. So in this case, it's anything but relaxing. And what I'm recommending for you guys is to go ahead and have this start with this stance right here. Okay, not like this, because if your sticks get grabbed, it can easily pull you off balance. So right here, if they grab, then you're in a stronger position. You start like this, and notice my legs are closer together. I know you can't see my legs, but I'm closer to just a normal standing position. And then from here, when I throw my punches here, or when I throw my attacks, I start getting into a fighting stance. So that's a good way to practice. You just start off more like this, because a street situation can start off more where you're just standing normal. So from that position, as you start, boom, 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 get into a combat stance where you're going to be bladed meaning not facing directly square. You're going to be off at an angle, and then you're in a much stronger stance. So practice that. And the other thing is, from here, the most basic is to throw, boom, boom, is to throw your punches like so. And like that. The thing to remember about that is this comes from the basic partner drill exercise that we do in Escrima, and Arnis, is to keep the left hand and the right hand separated, okay? Don't want them to cross. I don't want them to do the center line stuff, because as you can see, it's just too close to my hand. I could easily hit my own hand. I could hit my own weapon. Therefore, just keep them separated. Left hand to here, right hand. And when you're throwing punches, you can throw, when you throw your punches right there, there's basically three parts of the weapon. So with the stick, we have the top part, the middle, and then the bottom part, okay? So, of course, it's easy to focus, because it's directly like a punch, on the bottom part right here. And this could also include this. If you have like a glass breaker or whatever, boom, boom. So that's the bottom part. You could also make contact with the middle area. And of course, you can make contact with the top area. So you should be playing around with all three of those as you do, boom, boom, as you do this. So here's more speed punching. And then when I want the power, I'll put in the body. See, you can see the difference when I put the body in there. So the next thing is we're going to incorporate the diagonal. You're going to go 1 and 2. Once again, this is another thing that all the Kali, Escrima, Arnis people do in partner training, but we are now applying it. So as you're throwing those punches, now I can go 1, 2, 1, 2, right here. A 1 and a 2. Once again, it could be with the top part, middle part, or bottom part, like this, and you mix that in there. A combo that I like is where you're going to go 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going 1, 2, 3. Same thing, diagonal, diagonal, and then here is the top strike. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so just think of it as throwing multiple jabs out there, but they're from different angles. So it makes your jab a little bit more sophisticated, in that sense, harder to read because you're going different angles. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. This is designed to be done with stick, knife, or empty hand. But of course, we start with a stick. So once again, 1, 2, 3, and then you could alternate hands as well. Now another one is, as you're throwing, the easiest is, because this is our stance, my hand doesn't change. It's just directly at this angle, and I just throw out my knuckle like so. Boom, just like that. It's basically like a back fist. I'm dropping the knuckle onto the opponent. Now once again, I could still hit, of course, with the stick as well. Boom, like this. But as you do that, you may turn your wrist, and if you turn your wrist, it naturally wants to come back here. And this is a good one too. Now this takes us into another stance that you commonly see in the Filipino martial arts, what I call the over and under, because this hand's over on top and this hand's underneath. So from this stance right here, now we could still attack, like so. Okay, make sure you're in a good, wide, combat-ready position, and you're, and same idea. I could hit with this area, the bottom area, the middle area, and of course the top area as well. And then at any given moment, this can come. I can turn the wrist back, and I'm back to the first position. And I can do it on this side as well. So when you're shadow boxing, you should be practicing. Keep it simple. It's one of the main ideas here. And you're throwing your punches. Throw your power punches. And then you can turn your wrist. And now we're here. And I'm going this way as well. I could target with top area of the stick, middle area, or more with my fist area, the bottom part of the stick, once again. So those are some of the movements you should definitely, techniques and movements you should definitely be practicing for more now the shadow boxing. So the main point of this video is to differentiate between free flow, this kind of stuff, versus more the shadow boxing stuff where like that. Okay, so that's it for now. Thank you for viewing, and take care, folks.